Friends, today we celebrate October 13th, a votive Mass for Our Lady. Although October 7th is the feast day of Our Lady of the Rosary, she, at Fatima, October 13th, 1917, revealed who she was. It was on that date that she told the children, Jacinta, Francesco, and Lucia, that she was the Lady of the Rosary. And 1930, October 13th, 13 years later, after the miracle of the sun, the Church, after thorough investigation, declared that the apparitions were worthy of belief. And so today we, ironically, this gospel in Luke kind of ties in with this this huge kind of miraculous, I call feast day. It's also the day of the last apparition from May 13th to October 13th was the anniversary of the miracle of the sun. And if you haven't ever heard of the miracle of the sun, it's actually quite an historic event. There was 70,000 people present in Fatima, Portugal, in the Cova da Iria, which was an area that people gathered in the rain, in the mud, and they, rumor was that this was going to be a big event. That's what drew the great number of people. The miracle of the sun was witnessed by 70,000, and there were a lot of journalists there. There's actually photos and video, and you can even, you can even find audio of the event when the miracle of the sun happened, because it was quite extraordinary. It, I guess to say in layman's terms, freaked everyone out, because our Blessed Mother kept asking for prayers and penance and lots of prayers for the evils going on in the world, even warning that if they did not continue, to pray for conversion of sinners and the salvation of souls, there would be a Second World War. This was in 1917, and 31 years later, Germany invaded Poland. It could have been worse, who knows, but there was a Second World War. The children, Jacinta and Francesco, were canonized in 2017. Two of the youngest saints in our canon. Praying the Rosary is a powerful way to continue the mission of Our Lady of the Rosary and to invite people to pray. Our prayers from the Rosary help fulfilled her promise to give a sign. And the sign that the crowd was asking of Jesus, he didn't give it. Ironically, that gospel ties in today, where that miracle of the sun the sun danced around and defied the laws of physics. It spun and blew out a lot of different unique colors. And in the audio, you could hear the screams of the crowds. And it was profound for me as a child learning about that miracle. It was one of the things that led me to go deeper into the Rosary at a young age. My grandparents were part of the Blue Army back in the 80s, and so the Rosary is a powerful weapon of prayer, and it can thwart any evil. If you know the history of the Rosary, the Battle of Lepanto was on October 7th. That's why the feast day of Our Lady of the Rosary is that day, because of Pope Paul V, or Pius V, declared it. There was a great battle. There was a huge number of the Ottoman Empire was going to invade Europe, and if it wasn't for the Rosary, most of Europe would be not Christian. So continue praying the Rosary and inviting the Blessed Mother into your prayer life. Our Lady of Fatima, Our Lady of the Rosary. Our Lady has many, many titles. one of the most profound for us is that she is our mother. She is the mother of all humanity. Thank her today and her wonderful motherhood that we all get to participate with as her children, and pray for the conversion of this generation.